Hey there, thanks for tuning in. This is Mrs. J, and in this video for the 25 Days of Fusion, we're going to look at the shell feature. Okay, let me see if I can move this up just a little bit. Okay, so let's make sure that you're in your 25-day folder, and we're going to make a new part. You can click the shortcut, or you can come to New. I'm going to use the shortcut right here, and we're going to use the shell feature. So double-click that to get it to open. There we go. Looks like I'm a little bit outside of my frame here, so let me readjust. Okay, first thing we want to do is start a new sketch. So I'm clicking up in the top left corner, and I'm going to click on the XY plane. You can see from my view cube which direction we're going. My Y axis is up. It doesn't matter for what we're doing, but just in case you want it to turn out in the same orientation at the end, make sure your Y axis is up. That can be changed in Preferences. XY plane, and I'm going to drag it over just a little bit so you can see it better. We're going to use the rectangle tool. This is the 2-point rectangle. You'll see there's other options to choose from. The regular 2-point. We're going to start at the origin, and we're going to click up and to the right. You can either click it and add the dimensions after, or you can use it while it's highlighted dark blue on the screen. I'm going to type in 5, tab 5, enter. If I scroll out and switch to the pan tool, I can get it back in front of me. And it's just a simple square, 5 by 5. Not too bad, right? Okay, if you don't remember to change your mouse or hit escape, you will continue making more rectangles. So be careful on that. Okay, yeah, that's it. We're going to come up to the top right corner, finish the sketch. I'm going to go to the home view to make it small and in the center. And let's go to extrude top left. And we're going to make that 4 inches. So I extruded it 4 inches, going forward, hit enter. Pretty easy. Hit the house button, get in front of you. Now we're going to shell the inside of this. So I'm actually making the Automata toy box, but just something simple to play with here so you get the shell feature. Come up here to the create panel. Is that the right one? And we're looking for the shell feature. Oh no, I said that wrong. I apologize. The modify panel, shell feature. Used to be a test question, which commands were in which panels. So the shell, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on this front face here. See how it highlights green? Click in there, and I think I want to change that thickness to a little bit. Let me get the right thick. Actually, it's 0.25 because that's the laser cut. So 0.25, make that a little bit thick, and then click OK. And all it does is remove the material out of there. If you're taking the certification test, you might see that they'll ask you the mass of your object after doing this. All right, so we're just going to add some holes, and then we'll be done on here. And hit escape. Let's start a new sketch, and let's go right on the top feature here. There we go. Pan. So it rotates it so you can see it, and if you get lost in your rotation, look over at your view cube. It shows you where you are. And we're just going to use a circle tool right on the top here. Click it anywhere and make it 0.25. Now we're going to get the dimension tool, and I'm going to scroll in so that you have a better view when you're looking at mine. Let me get this in front of me. Okay, do you know if you hover your mouse in a particular area, it will zoom right to it? And if you leave your mouse away and you scroll and you hover, it will take it off your screen. So put your mouse right where you want it and you're good. All right, we're going to use the dimension tool, and we're going to dimension by clicking the center inside the circle and the edge of the box. I'm going to scroll out, and then we're going to make that, did I miss it? No, I got that wrong. I clicked it wrong because I'm scrolling. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, dimension, center of that circle, and the edge of this box. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And let's make that 1.5 from the edge there. You scroll out, you'll see that. Take the dimension tool. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to hit the center, but this time instead of going to the edge, we're going to come down here. Sometimes it takes more than one click. Sometimes it see this line, that green popping up? It can see the inside of your box, so be careful there. And we'll just make that 2, right in the center up there. Okay, let's repeat this on this side. We're going to use the circle tool. And if you sort of hover, you can see that it lines up nicely. Click in there, and it was 0.25. Now we're going to get the dimension tool. I'm going to click in the center and to the right edge. We're going to go up. Always take your dimensions off of your objects so they are not confused for object lines. 1.5. Okay, and then we're going to do dimension center, not the edge of the circle. And then we're going to click the bottom, come over to the side. And it's already at 2 because we lined it up when we first came in, so there's no need to over constrain this. And I'm just going to hit escape. Finish your sketch. And now we want to extrude, and we're going to extrude both of these. So I'm going to click 1 and 2. Got it. And I'm going to drag that arrow down. You can totally use this feature over here. It tells you which profiles you picked and which direction you're going. It's flipped, and that I'm cutting. So you can either use this dialog box or you can drag like I did. See how that's red on the inside there? That red indicates that there's no material being populated and you're cutting out. So hit OK. Okay, get that in front of you. There's one more thing we're going to do and we're done. New sketch. Come on the side of your box here, and we want to put a circle. In real life, I tell the kids to take a line in real life with an actual box and go from corner to corner, and that way you would like detect the center of it. But in Inventor, we can dimension the circle. I'm going to escape that and put it right in the center on our own. So circle tool, I'm just going to place it anywhere, make it a little bit bigger, and we're going to make it a little bit bigger than 0.25. We'll go 0.3 for now. 0.3 because the axle we're using is 0.25. And now we want to dimension it by clicking in the center, that little tiny dot, and then the top, drag it off the object. There we go. And we said it was a 5-inch box, so 2.5 would be center. And also we're still in the dimension tool. We're going to go back to the center. We're going to click the edge. Be careful you click the final edge there, right there, see? And you can go up this way or down the other way, it makes no difference. And that should be 2 inches because it's a 4-inch depth on the box. Finish your sketch. We want to extrude this, but we don't want it to come out at us. I'm going to move this over so you can see it. We want it to go back the other way, and we want to make sure it's in cut. It usually automatically does that, but you could tell it to be material like that. That's solid. See that difference? I want to cut. And then just click OK. Okay, so the last thing you do before you turn this in is select all and give it some nice color on your box. Have a little fun with the paint tool and then use whatever color makes you happy, or you can change the materials but do something other than the original color. Thanks for watching.